Theme parks like the one we're about to experience here today take years to develop, and thus we haven't seen one to this size and scale since Planet Coaster 2 came out. And it is because parks like this take years to develop and thus can only be seen in Planet Coaster 1. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Iben World, a sprawling end-to-end 5-themed area theme park with 16 roller coasters and dark rides. This is going to be a big one, so get your popcorn, stay tuned, and let's check it out. Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Park Spotlight. In today's Throwback Thursday, we're going to be looking at Iben World Mega Park, created by a builder in this community, Iben. And here they say, welcome to Iben World. This big theme park loves to create experiences for the whole family. In this park, you can enjoy 5 themed areas, 16 coasters, 14 flat rides, and 1 dark ride. If you don't like to walk, you could take the Serpent Express, where you could get out at 3 different stations: the main station at the entrance, the Outlaw station in the western area, and Camp Pirate station at the pirate area. If you would like more than one day at this amazing park, then you can book a lodge in Iben Woods Resort. I hope you enjoy the visit. There are several paragraphs per area, but I'll just kind of give you guys the TLDR. We have Deep Africa, a peaceful African village, western area, into the Wild West area, a resting place for outlaws, medieval area, a medieval village where magic plays a big part. A pirate area, Camp Pirate is a dangerous but rewarding place. Here you will become a real pirate so you can brave the waves of the wooden wave or collect the bounty for killing the mythical Kraken. A spooky area, Rivendell, is a spooky, mysterious place. This place originated because of the Raven. This person or thing lives in the Chateau Raven. Vacation Park, as we mentioned, this is a resort with lodges and all good stuff to relax. Then there is a massive checklist of roller coasters. As I mentioned, there's like 16 or something in this park. Holy good googly moogly. So this one's gonna take a long time. Strap up, let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Iben World. Good googly moogly. This game feels a lot different, doesn't it? It's been a while since I had a actual computer melter of a theme park. We're hanging in there. Definitely missing the NVIDIA DLSS, but that's okay. Funny enough, it's locked in scenario mode for how many guests we can actually have in this park. We're stuck at 1,000 because the creator saved this and uploaded it as a scenario. So as big as this park is today, there will only be 1,000 guests, unfortunately. Ravendell? Where should we start? You know what? We all praise Planet Coaster 1 for its tremendous lighting at night, and I feel it might not hold up as well in Planet Coaster 2. It's not bad, but that dark sky, you can see the stars, it helps the lighting. I think we should start off with Ravendell. We also don't have a spooky pack in Planet Coaster 2 yet, so there's gonna be a lot of great things to appreciate in today's episode because, you know, we have a lot of Theme Maker Toolkit, custom assets that are external from the game. We have Spooky Pack, Western Pack, but Western is now in Planet Coaster 2. But we get to, I haven't actually seen anybody submit anything with the Western Pack because it's too fresh, it's too new, right? I will say it is a little bit weird walking around with flying the camera. I really miss guest view. You can do it in this game, but it's super jank. It doesn't really work that well. Oops, reshade was off. I was wondering why things were looking a little weird. Yeah, so lots of fun things to appreciate, lots of differences that I still love about Planet Coaster. Here we go, we got the coaster coming in now. We're looking at Raven, a Typhoon Barcast, which is a Gaslower style coaster. And there's, look at all the stats, they're so small. 60 miles per hour on this one. Track length is 500 meters, half a kilometer there, 4 inversions, a little bit of air time. Let's check it out. I think we'll do track view for this one. Here we go. Our first spooky coasters. Let me get the volume up here. Our first spooky coaster in Planet Coaster in a hot minute. It's been a very long time since we got to see the Spooky Pack. Very fun. All things considered, frame rate's actually pretty decent. Wow, look at that glowing coaster in the background. A fully lit end-to-end Giga coaster. Short and sweet, bumper view. Hey, we nailed it. I didn't even see that, I was so low to the ground. Okay, fun way to get things started. Look at all the lights here. We got spotlights, we got crazy buildings, all this stuff here, blocks and stuff. We have a ton of Thememaker toolkit. Look at this chair swing, tentacle. That's kind of cool. Inside of a cage. I really do wish there were more guests in the park. It is very strange going from Planet Coaster 2 where I basically have minimum 6,000 guests every time we do a park spotlight to only arrive here with less than 1,000 in such a large park. The Doom Drop. Oh, there's like a drop tower in there, I guess. That's what I'm assuming. We're gonna just teleport through the wall. It's a Doom Drop. I think there's one at the top right now. Okay, look at this. Wow. Look how big this theme park is. It boggles my mind. I feel like I don't know if it's me or if it's a perspective thing. I feel the map size in Planet Coaster 1 was larger than 2. I think Frontier like made the map smaller just to force people to not break their game like they did in the first one. But people will do it anyways. Yeah, absolutely. There's so much in this park from meter to meter that I kind of go, I don't think you could even fit this much in a Planet Coaster 2 map. I could be wrong about that, but the scale definitely feels different to me. That being said, we're gonna get all the big parks here in Planet Coaster 1, and I still have plenty more in the bin, believe it or not. After all these years, we did not get to them all. But it will take a year or two before people start making parks to this scale in Planet Coaster 2. What's this one? The Swampica. Some interesting names on these rides and attractions so far. Fun queues, very detailed. I hope the Spooky Pack is one of the packs that Frontier doesn't necessarily copy pasta. I hope we get like a new one, right? I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Spooky Pack was a DLC, right? So if it was a DLC, it would be very strange to bring it over for free. So I think any of the, they'll bring over Western, they'll probably bring over sci-fi, maybe, potentially fantasy. All the ones that were already in the base game that were free, I could imagine them bringing over to Planet Coaster 2, and all the ones that were paid DLC, I'm just going to assume they will make new and improved versions of those, right? Or you never know. I mean, I think it would be a pleasant surprise to get all the DLC from Planet Coaster 1 into Planet Coaster 2 for free, or repurposed at a reduced price, question mark. Anyways, we finally made it. That was a long queue. What are we dealing with here? Typhoon Infinite. There's a look at the results if you want to see them. This one is about to take off, so let's get right to it. Is there a view? They say bumper view again. All right, all the views in bumper view. We're gonna switch up a few from time to time. Wow, this music's almost nostalgic. Let's go. Wow, I really like the atmosphere, the fog, the lighting, the music, everything about that absolutely delivered. Although the queue was longer than the actual coaster. All right, spooky area, 2 down, 14 to go. Where to next? I think we're gonna flip it back over today. I'm trying to use shortcuts from Planet Coaster 2, which don't work here. Although I do like the ability to toggle straight from AM to PM. In Planko 2, I gotta push up 12 times. Pirates Watch. Camp Pirate. All right. Let's go. Would you look at this? Holy Toledos. There is stuff everywhere. Oh, there's the train ride. And we got a little bit of a little invert. Small lift on that guy. I'm having some audio inconsistencies in this park. At times it's too quiet and I want to turn it up, and then other times it's too loud. This is probably the exit, but we're gonna jump line to the queue, which takes us to the same spot. All right, inverted coaster, 2-seater. Flying Dutchman is its name. So far, all the coasters have been about 500 meters, decent length on them. No mega coasters yet, but Pirate. This is awesome because we've seen a lot of people taking a stab at Pirate and Planet Coaster 2, doing it with the Viking pieces. This is true, authentic. Planet Coaster Pirate. Let's go.
Is er ganz goed, is er nu vanemo.
Why does that song seem modified to me? Sailing the High Seas Sea Shanty. Have I just not heard it in that long? It sounds so different. The audio quality is very off to me. Nonetheless, that was a fun experience. Okay, our first look at Pirate in a very, very long time. Love to see it, you guys. I definitely feel like, oh, is this the queue? It is. Okay, I totally whiffed it. I totally feel like Pirate will be one of the returning packs for, you know, old classics, much like the Western. Although personally, I would love to see some new and improved Pirate stuff. It'd be great for them to bring back the pack, but then add a few more things. However, with the Viking, I think you can mix Pirate and Viking quite nicely together and get some, you know, new and improved looking stuff. But I really love all this pirate shantiness. I wasn't as much of a fan of the Caribbean castle stuff, but I definitely love all the shanty builds. Oh my god, it's a pirate ship within a pirate ship. Let's go. And a gigantic Woody. Oh, this must be the queue. The Wooden Wave. Yeah, lots of music, big atmosphere. It's a vibe. Oh, I miss these little guys. Where are we going? Where's this queue taking us? Bizatempohovia. Whirly rig. Front row is how this one should be ridden. It is a giant wooden gnarler. There's like the stats. This one, the longest coaster in the park so far, 50 miles per hour as well. On this guy, we're doing front row as requested and off. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll do front row. I also like riding the Woodies at the back, but we do that on enough of a daily basis for Coaster Spotlight. Let's check this one out. Oh, brother. Maybe there was a good reason there was no guests in this park. The flailers are even worse in Planko 1 than 2. There's only one kid in it, so if we go into seat 2, he shouldn't get in our way. Ha! Okay, here we go. Wow. Absolutely love how intertwined that coaster layout is, and the actual theming. Like, it was a really solid exploration. Tons of stuff to look at everywhere. Pirate. Oh, it spits us out back here, so we're just gonna jump back over. I guess that is the benefit of flying the camera around. Wow, we got a spinning coaster over there, a giant Kraken consuming this building. Pirate Kraken. Oh, a dueling coaster potentially. Pirate versus the Kraken. Let's do the Kraken first, and oh, I'm gonna get so lost in this queue. And then we'll do the pirate. I'm assuming as the story goes, the pirate takes out the Kraken, but maybe we get a different experience each time. I'll have to wait and see. We found a majority of the guests. What few guests there are. They are checking out this ride as well. Yeah, phenomenally detailed queues as well throughout this park. Very, very impressive. Ooh, okay, this one's taking off right now. Here's a look at the ride stats if you'd like to see them. 1.3 kilometers in length is the longest coaster in the park so far. Do they have seat references? Bumper view. We're going bumper again. Front bumper. Wait, this is the Kraken, right? Somehow we went down the queue and got on the pirate. So here's a look at the stats for the Kraken, if you'd like to see them. And off we go. Holy good googly moogly, ladies and gentlemen, that was an experience. That is what Planet Coaster 1 is all about. I mean, that's what Planet Coaster is all about, creating these experiences. However, we have not seen a good dueling coaster experience since Planet Coaster 1. And we haven't seen one yet in Planet Coaster 2. The ability to dual synchronize coasters was a recent update in Planet Coaster 2, and thus we haven't really seen anybody do it yet or submit it. So if you guys have been working on a dueling coaster, please, for Planet Coaster 2, please do send it in. We definitely want to see more. It does say front bumper. We just did front bumper. I want to do something a little bit different for the pirate. So we're gonna do back of the train. We can see those coaster interactions between the two coasters a little bit better. And I gotta say, the visuals on this was impeccable. What an experience. So much amazing theming. Let's go. Wow, frickin' we. Back of the Train might not have been the best experience for that second one, as a little bit more sporadic of a viewing experience, but still fun overall. Wow. Now look at that coaster layout. That is phenomenal. So many pieces gone into building this scene. It's stunning. Absolutely stunning. And again, it has me missing the dueling coaster aspect. The interactions between those two coasters were great. Oh, there's a dark ride down here. Let's go check that out. Yeah, also another thing. Do I go down the pirate trail for the dark ride? Maybe. We haven't seen a lot of dark rides in Planet Coaster 2 so far. They're very difficult to build and also very niche. Not a lot of people like to build them. We did a dueling coaster contest back in Planet Coaster 1, and now that we have the dueling coaster feature, it would definitely be something to consider bringing back. Where am I going? What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. Would you like to see a dueling coaster contest or just a regular coaster contest? Or the ability to do either or. I think if you decided to do a dueling coaster and the others didn't, it would give you maybe an unfair advantage, but I don't know. Wow. I don't know why the arrow said dark ride this way and then I don't know where I'm going anymore. I didn't see a dark ride. Maybe there's gonna be another sign? Maybe this is it. The Pirate Escape. This has gotta be it. It's inside. Maybe? No, it's a single rail. Well, I like a good single rail. Let's check it out. How detailed and immersive is this park though? My goodness. Phenomenal. It's very quiet over on this side of the park. Like I said, inconsistent audio. Oh, it's a boat ride. This boat ride is probably a dark ride. I'm assuming they use a day-night sequencer, but just in case, I will switch it to night. There's look at the stats if you want to see them. Pirates Escape. I'm assuming they want me to ride it in the front seat. I don't see a sign this time. No, but if we sit beside the kid, we won't get flailers. So that's what we're doing. Seat 3. Hi. Let's go. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since we've been on a dark ride. Very cool. Let's go. I gotta say, I miss all these animatronics. I know at the Western Pack we got like 4. I don't know why we didn't get the rest of them. So I really hope we eventually get all the animatronics. Look how much fun they are. And then you add in the movers from Planet Coaster 2, you can do some even better things with them. Wow. It's a true pirate battle. Whoa, Sharky. Oh, get wrecked. Amazing. Wow. Very fun. Do I have my light on? Wait a second. I had my light on. My apologies. But when I turned it off, I couldn't see anything at all. But my bad. Look at that, a video screen. Also haven't seen anyone in, like, the last update was custom media. I'm assuming the community's doing a lot of custom media stuff for Planet Coaster 2, which I'm indifferent about. Does it make the experience better? Sometimes. But the copyright strikes are not fun to deal with. That screen was default out of the game. I did not need to download any copyright music or screens for this park. But I waited about an hour for it to download all the TMTK. I definitely prefer it and appreciate it when people provide me a Thememaker Toolkit playlist that you can hit subscribe to all on. because it downloads them like an hour faster. It's way faster. So yeah, if you're doing these, oh, I guess it's, I'm not even gonna mention, we'll have to see what they do for Planet Coaster 2. Yar. Yeah, great scenes throughout this dark ride. Really well done. That was a lot of fun. Good pirate battle. And back into the station we are. We are back at the station, folks. All right, that's our exit. Let's keep on keeping on. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, the whirly rig. And a wimpy. Just got a call from Save On. My groceries are going to be here in 5 to 10 minutes. So, what can I do for 5 to 10 minutes? Let's make our way back through the pirate village. I want to say we've seen it all, right? Dark ride. No, there's a single rail up top, but that might not be where we get onto the single rail. Pirate escape. We walk down the boardwalk. Maybe the single rail is part of a different area. Looks like we have an RMC over there too, but I didn't see a pathway leading this way. So, we're just gonna make our way back. God, I love these songs. Okay, here we go. Whitestone. I'm going to assume this is our medieval city. Wow. Ah, there's the spinning coaster. For whatever reason, I'm getting Project Planko vibes or nostalgia. Miss Amelie's Fairy Tale Land. Spinning coaster, RMC, got all the good stuff over here. I'm going to assume we need to make our way into the castle. But how do we do that? I keep running into dead ends and paths that just lead me away from where I want to go. Well, we'll just keep on keeping on and see where we end up. The King's Descend. Wow, this is a very nicely integrated queue. Super immersive. This is the queue, right? Excuse me, coming through. Oh, salute. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is amazing. Whoa. We have arrived. Ah, little crown there, the king's crown and the throne. Nice. Any seat preferences on this guy? Don't see any. Okay. RMC's not the best in track view. Ride stats though. Here you can see the 1.4 kilometers. I think this is the longest and fastest coaster in the park. 73 miles per hour. 9 airtime counts and 4 inversions. Look forward at the back. Track view's a little too loud and low. All right. Whoa. Let's check it out. Absolutely incredible. Holy good googly moogly. Is the door gonna close on us? Ah! No. It's so loud in here. All right, I gotta pause the recording here and deal with my groceries. Jump cut. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue to explore this fantasy area. What is this? This is supposed to be a rock stack? I don't know what that is. A tornado? Lovely garden here. Got some horsies, TMTK. Huh, very fun. Where am I going? Natural path. Just a picnic area, but they're not really selling food. I guess that's one thing I haven't seen a lot of in this park, is the lack of restaurants. Well, that's our station to the spinning coaster. I'm going to assume we get up this way. Maniac Flat Ride. Mystic Whirlwind. I guess that's... those little statues are probably little tornadoes to go with the theme of the whirlwind. Let's head on up. Oh, hello there, Mr. Wizard. So awkward looking. Oh, and a sleepy dragon. Okay. Spinning coaster. Here's a look at the ride stats for the Mystic Whirlwind. Actually, the longest coaster in the park so far, with almost 2 kilometers in length. Is there track view preferences? I don't think so. I think we're gonna have to ride this one twice. Once to experience the spin, and another to not. Let's go. Oh my god, I want to throw up. I feel like you just made an Iben Blitz double launch style coaster and then just put the spinning car on it. Because that was, I couldn't tell left from right and up from down. That was out of control. I literally wanted to throw up at points. Not a fan. However, I actually think this coaster is going to be good in track view from bumper. So let's give it a go again and let's just see. Much better experience doing it in front bumper. It definitely is an odd creation there. It feels like you just designed a double launch coaster and then swapped out the train. I feel like if you want a really good spinning coaster, you really gotta control the spin. And I felt like that spin was out of control, but maybe that's the idea behind it. Mystic Whirlwind, you're supposed to be going at Mach 10 and creating dust devils, whirling. It looks cool, but I actually got sick on it. So I'm not a fan. Okay, so let me just zoom out here for a second just to double check. We definitely hit up all the attractions in this area. There's a Western Land. We're gonna go there next. So this is a great talking point. Western Pack recently got converted to Planet Coaster 2. Now, I was saying in my review, I felt like there were missing things. This plant is definitely missing. Because I remember putting down like 3 cacti. But yeah, this little tree here, I don't think it's in Planet Coaster 2. And we definitely were missing animatronics. Some of the stuff's going to be TMTK, like these horses are not native to Planet Coaster. But we were missing a ton of cowboys, cowgirls, and bandits. So we could play a little game of spot what's missing. That's from the Spooky Pack. So you're gonna have to be able to tell the difference between other packs, TMTK, and that sort of thing. But with my review, I felt like there were things missing, and I was trying to figure out what they were off the top of my head, which I could not do. We didn't have the wanted sign, we did have this guy, and the red rocks. I don't remember placing any red rocks at all. Yeah, that's like the most important thing, isn't it? But there might be, now I'm really confused. These scraggly bushes and red rocks, I do not think got converted over to Planet Coaster 2. And that is a big component, huge component. Now we gotta go double check. Let me know down in the comments, put down a list of things that you think that are missing. If confirmed things, confirm if these are in Planet Coaster 2 or not, but I have a feeling they're not. Anyways, what is our next creation of the day? It is the Outlaw, 1.4 kilometers in length, 62 miles per hour, 5 inversions, and they want to do front bumper again. Let's go. Oh my God, this is amazing. Yeah, all these characters are missing in the conversion. Oh boy. Give me the Planet Bluegrass. Absolutely freaking incredible. I think that might be my favorite coaster in the park so far. Yeah, it tops the Dueling coaster for me, even though it misses the Dueling elements. It was, I don't know what it is. Whoa, what's going on here? A little stall here before we go back into the station. Got a little bit of Maverick vibes on this one, over the top theming. And it might just be the fact that it's got this Western aesthetic to it. And I haven't actually experienced a Western creation in a very long time. We've seen little hits of it here and there, people trying to recreate it with the Viking Pack in Planet Coaster 2. The addition of the red rocks is a must. I wonder what... I'm gonna have to jump into the game after this and check for red rocks. I know there are something similar to that in Planet Coaster 2, but these ones are iconic. And I don't remember seeing them in my review. So yeah, it's just not Western without the red rocks, is it? And as far as I can tell, we don't have a red rock biome either. In Planet Coaster 1, you could choose your biome palettes, and there was one that was clearly red rock and allowed you to paint with red rock. Now, maybe those palettes are going to come at a later date. It really should have come with the Western pack, in my opinion. Outlaw Plunge, I'm going to assume, is the log flume here. And log flumes are really best Western. They're the best Western. It's a great ride to put in a Western area, and it's where we've typically seen them the most. So I also got a little bit of nostalgia coming here. I'm actually looking forward to seeing the first ever Planet Coaster 2 Western creation, so if you guys are building them, send them on in. I have not seen any since after the flume contest, so I got my eyes open. Here's a look at the stats on the log flume if you like to see them. We're gonna do a little pop-up view, and off we go. All right, this is pretty awesome. Oh, Planet freaking Bluegrass. Did that song, I don't think that song made it over to Planet Coaster 2. If we're playing What's Missing, I think we're missing Bluegrass. But now we got Moo Moo Milkshakes as my new favorite. Yeah, Bluegrass. How dare you? Can you buy the Planet Coaster 1 soundtrack like you can with 2? One thing I noticed when I bought the Planet Coaster 2 soundtrack, there's a ton of songs in there that you can't actually, like, that aren't in the game, which I found very weird. But the Planet Coaster 1 music that I've been using as background music over the years, it doesn't come with all these songs like Planet Bluegrass. So I don't have Planet Bluegrass in my editing software. But now I'm gonna go download it because I think it's missing in Planet Coaster 2. And then, yeah, if we can find all the MP3s, people can use them as custom media in Planet Coaster 2. So we can bring back Planet Bluegrass with custom media in Planet Coaster 2. And I think we should do that for all the songs that are missing. So I'm gonna actually see if I can put together like an MP3 folder for all the Planet Coaster 1 songs that are missing, and then all the Planet Coaster 2 songs that aren't actually in the game, which is weird. And then we can kind of we can use Planko-friendly music as custom media. Use the Planet Coaster music for Planet Coaster that's missing from the game. Yeah, I'll put that on my to-do list. I think that's a great idea. Awesome log flume so far, though. Very immersive. I mean, all the rides in this park have been. Just goes to show that Planet Coaster 1 is really an amazing game, and still the game that we kind of need to go to for these really incredible experiences. It's gonna take a while before people start building parks this big in Planet Coaster 2. It's been a lot of fun so far. Yeah, I'm wondering what can you do in Planet Coaster 2 with the Western pack to make it elevated Planko 2 Western. You can mix in a little bit of that Viking. You can add in, well, you can now add in dual synchronized coasters. There's the log flume, of course, but what can you do to those to elevate them? Trick track coasters? What kind of rodeo coaster can you make with a trick track? I don't know. Yeah, something to think about. If anyone gets any ideas, let's see them. Let's see a elevated Western done Planko 2 style. Should be a little mini challenge. All right, very fun. Love that last coaster as well. That's the exit station right underneath the log flume. Very, very cool. There it goes there. I think that's pretty much going to do it for our western area. Main features being the launch coaster as well as the log flume. But you know what? That more than delivered it for me. I think that's like kind of the best way to design a theme park. Just 2 main attractions, really immersive experiences, and then move on. And now we got this, I think they had, let me see what the list said here. I'm assuming this is going to be their Deep Africa, is what they called it, using a little bit of that adventure DLC pack. Ooh, Deep Africa, there it is. We might have to check out the train ride. I think this park is pretty deserving of a train ride. My favorite train rides are the ones that, you know, you have views on all sides all the way through. And I feel like this park is absolutely going to deliver on that aspect. 100%. Is this a flat ride? I feel like this is a flat ride. Yeah, it has to be. It's a Monteleone. Bye now. Got a little drop tower there. Wild Jeep. Do we have a Jeep ride? Oh, a little tiki bar. What do we... Popcorn? Wow, look at that. Oh, we have a water cascade coaster, a wooden mine train, swinging mine train. Glad they got that finally fixed in Planet Coaster 2. All right, let's head on down. I wanna go on this mine train coaster. I think in Planet Coaster 2, people were avoiding the mine train because it was broken for the longest time. And as a result, I think I've ridden one since it's been fixed. And I think 1 or 2. But yeah, basically, we haven't seen a lot of mine trains in Planet Coaster 2. So this one should absolutely deliver. Although I think we're going on the water cascade right now. We'll have to see. Yeah, I think one of the things that stands out most to me in this park are the very intricate, detailed queues, which match that of the quality of the experiences themselves. It's an amazing experience front to back, from, you know, walking through the main areas, the plazas, all the way through the queues to the actual rides themselves. It is, in fact, the Serpent Express mine train coaster, 1.5 kilometers on this one. It's taking off, so let's get on it. We're gonna do car 2, seat 2. Is that what it's saying? Car 2, seat 2. That's interesting. Didn't expect that, but I'm here for it. Let's do it. good, googly, moogly. That is my new favorite coaster in this entire park. And honestly, guys, I got a little emotional watching that, and in a good way. It was like nostalgic, but epic. And it just had me thinking so many different things. And we have yet to see experiences to that epicness and that scale in Planet Coaster 2 so far, you know? And that's because this game's been out for so many years, and you have these incredible experienced builders making this stuff. Although Iben is currently sitting at builder, and I haven't seen Iben back in a very long time. But this is definitely legendary to me. So if Iben, you come back, we got to give you a promotion of some sort. What rank would you give them and why? Let me know down in the comments. But this is legendary. You know, it's kind of funny because I do kind of say a lot like, oh, there's no music on this coaster. I would have loved to see a nice song choice. A little bit of a pet peeve of mine, and people always like, why do you always gotta have music on every coaster? Well, if you've noticed throughout this episode, how much of a difference did that music change the experience? That was so epic, and it hit hard on all levels, and I feel like that's what music has always done for me in Planet Coaster. At least that's how the creators have used it in epic ways. Some of the most memorable experiences in the Spotlight history have been ones that used good song tracks, but also created a whole experience. That told a story front to back, and the music just hit so hard. And I guess for whatever reason, we haven't had that same level of impact in Planet Coaster 2 yet. And I don't know if it's the song choice, the volume, what have you. I'm not entirely sure what it is. But in some cases, yeah, I would say that there have been many of coasters that I say, oh, it would have been great to have a song on that may not have made such an impact like what we just experienced there. But the suggestion is coming from the idea that it should have an impact like what we just experienced there. And maybe that's what I'm fishing for, if that makes sense. Is the right song choice on the right coaster can really deliver a wow factor experience. And I'm partially feeling that maybe we haven't experienced that yet because people haven't put together all of the cornerstones. You need the epic coaster, you need the epic theming and the epic soundtrack, the lighting and all of that, the atmosphere. And once it's all put together into one perfect package, you get these unforgettable experiences. And we've definitely experienced that time and time again. It feels like whenever I grab an old school mega park from Planet Coaster 1, from any given good creator in this community, we end up having these 2-hour-long just mega parks that are jam-packed in front to back with these incredible experiences. And it's from the visuals all the way to the audible, the sound quality, the sound design. Again, it just comes down to the game being older and people being very experienced with it and the amount of hours that they put in behind it. It's pretty much impossible to get those types of experiences in Planet Coaster 2 at this moment because the game's only been out for like 4 months. So just waiting for people to put the pieces together and figure it out. But point being, bring it all back around. I do believe, as you would have experienced there, that the audio makes a difference. Absolutely. And that's what I was kind of referring to when I mention it time to time. All right, this is officially the longest coaster in the park at 2 kilometers. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Bloe Vuur? Sounds like a vacuum cleaner. 81 miles per hour. Lots of airtime, and several inversions. I'm going to assume they want track view on this one as well. This one leaving the station? It is. Off we go. All right, let's see what kind of epic experience this coaster delivers. But the one to beat for me is the mine train. Are we going? Okay, here we go. Wow, another absolutely stunning experience. Is this the one with the glowing track at night at the back of the park? I think it might be. There it is. Oh, and that pink one looks... Oh, wait, that is this one. Oh, wow. From blue to pink, going Cosmic Cow style on this one. Or Queen Splash. Let's do, look forward at the back. This does not work for me. I don't know what to do. Let's just chase view it, maybe? All right, let's try this out. It glows so nicely. We gotta see it. Absolutely love it. And to hit on my previous point about the audio there, this one using a bit more of an ambient soundtrack definitely still sets the tone and sets the vibe of that Aztec jungle. The right song absolutely amplifies your theming and your vibe, your experience. So you're seeing it used in different creative ways here, and I feel like we've seen that a lot throughout the Planet Coaster 1 years. So that's kind of where it's coming from when I mention it. Now, what I was hoping for from Planet Coaster 2 was a lot new songs that would create new memories, but a lot of it is just some of the old stuff brought back. There's not a whole lot of banger new soundtracks other than Moo Moo Milkshakes, which I love. There's the train ride. That's the park entrance. I know there's a whole nother section we haven't been. That's Spooky Land. And this here, whoa. Oh, wait. Did we do the single rail? I was looking for the single rail and I never found it, right? And that would be the Manta Ray. And I do know we went on an invert. Yeah, we went on that invert. I'm getting a little lost now. But the Manta Ray's definitely new. Okay, so the aquatic pack, all of this stuff is mostly ThemeMaker Toolkit. That's how we got it done. So many people were making, fun fact, wait, did I somehow go, I don't know what's happening anymore. Oh, so many people were making ThemeMaker Toolkit aquatic pieces to import into the game that I think that's where Frontier got their inspiration to do an aquatic pack right out of the get-go for the sequel, right? Here's a look at the Manta Ray stats. That's officially the longest coaster in the park now. This one's taking off. Let's head on up. We're definitely going to do track view for the smoothest ride experience possible. But yes, I think Frontier got their inspiration from the community's desire to do so many underwater pieces for Planet Coaster 1. So, pretty cool to see. All right, let's do it. Wow, frickin' way! Another absolutely killer experience. My goodness, love all the aquatic elements there. There's our dueling coaster at the back. That's the Manta going around all the sides of the park there. Some beautiful scenes and views from that coaster as well. Just gonna quickly double check. This is a look at the resort if you were curious. Iben Woods Restaurant. Very nice. Cool. Hey, little water slide. We don't. That's how we used to make water slides. Oh my god. The amount of times I've seen this. And that is also why Planet Coaster 2 is the way it is. Lots of referring back between the two games, but I think it's been fun to compare them. The Raven, we did go on this one as well, right? Yeah, we did. It looks so much different from our bird's eye view, so I'm just trying to double check everything here. Tiger's Roar, I feel like we missed. It's down here. Tiger's Roar. I definitely feel like I missed this one. 16 coasters throughout this park experience. Absolutely phenomenal. It's running pretty good, all things considered. And there's the tigers. It's the eye of the tiger. All right, what are we dealing with here? Another launch coaster. Lots of launch coasters in this park so far. And it was a motorbike with a swap out on the train, almost a kilometer in length. And let's give her. Pretty wild experience. Lots of uppy, downy, fast-paced coaster. I like to see it. Let me have another look around here. I see a Junior Wendigo. Oh, love a good Junior. The Buckeroo Express. Let's go. There was another coaster in the western area. I felt very complete after just the two attractions, but I think an extra little Junior's also very welcoming. Let's check it out. Wait a second, this is Planet Bluegrass. Did I get the songs mixed up? I think I did. It's been so long I forgot my favorite song. That's hilarious. Wait, why can't I go to the back? What's going on here? Oh, here we go. I actually mixed up the song. Short and sweet. Wait a second. So if that's Planet Bluegrass, which we can confirm that it is, Planet Bluegrass, then what was the one that I was... Oh, this is the other really good one. Wait, it says no music. Is it just speakers? It is just speakers. Wow, you put speakers everywhere? So the other one is the American song. I think it's called American. Wait, let me see here. I think it's World's Fair America. Yeah, and this is the one I used on Zephyrs coaster. So that was the last song that I used that was very nostalgic and memorable to me. And my second favorite, it has similar melodies to that of Planet Bluegrass, but Planet Bluegrass hits it on a higher note, hits it on a higher rhythm, has a lot more energy to it. That's funny though. But yeah, I definitely love the World's Fair America song. That's what I was saying earlier is I need to find either YouTube downloads or something. I have to see if Frontier's selling the song choice, because when I grabbed the background music for Planet Coaster 1, it's really just the the songs when you're in Sandbox and you're like building and you get that background music. That's pretty much all that it is. But I actually don't have all the MP3s for all these fun songs. And just like the World's Fair America, as well as Planet Bluegrass, all of these are missing from Planet Coaster 2. So what we need to do is we need to find the MP3s for them and give them to the community, because with all these songs that are in the game and then all the songs in Planet Coaster 2, I think if we combine them all together, we're gonna have a lot more options. And I certainly feel like Planet Coaster 1 has more options and better options at that. So I think that's something I'm gonna have to do 100%. But yeah, wow, lots of comparisons between the two games. This is the first Mega Park back to Planet Coaster 1 for a throwback Thursday that we've done in a very long time. And since then, we've learned a lot about the two games, so I thought it was fun to do some comparison points here. Particularly interesting, the Western, as well as some nostalgia there from both the Pirate and the Spooky packs. So hopefully those are two things that we see return in the future as well. But what a absolutely phenomenal experience this has been, start to finish. Oh look, we have another spinning coaster I just noticed. This one's just going down now, so let's check this one out. All right. Oh boy. Ah! Oh, I thought it crashed the game. It's dying. Oh my god, it's dying. I think I have autosave intervals set to like 1 hour. I think that was the autosave. Probably the second one since I've loaded this park up. My goodness. Probably should have done this one at nighttime, my bad, but it's a bonus, extra. I may have missed another one. Oh yeah, I did want to check out the train ride actually, but it's hard to give my thoughts on the train ride because it's so loud. So what I'll do is I'll give my final thoughts and then we can throw us on a train. And we also I got so distracted by the mine train and then the discussion around it that I missed the Cascade as well. How dare you, Johnny? I'm all over the place. I'm ready to give final thoughts and there's like 6 more rides to go on in this park. Oh no, I better do a thorough double check here. Oh my goodness. How many have I missed? I think that's it. I think we are good. Let's go on this Cascade. Where's the queue? Right freaking here. Wild Splash. We're jumping queue. We're going straight in. Water Cascade, they want front row, but actually the people will get in the way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the ride stats first. There they are, kilometer in length. And we'll do the look forward like this. Yes. Okay, let's go. Holy Toledos. A beautiful and very entertaining experience. My goodness, Iben has really pulled out all the stops with this park, you guys. And I will leave you with a train ride as well. I'm not going to give my commentary on that, but I will look around and I will be here with you for the whole thing. But yeah, what do we even say about this? This is an end-to-end mega park that fully delivered on multiple themed areas, the full experience through and through. Every area had something that I really enjoyed. Particularly my favorite ride in the park is going to the mine train coaster. That was an experience. I think all the coasters in this area were really good for different reasons. And my second favorite's the Dueling, because it was so much fun to see dueling coasters again. I haven't seen any since Planet Coaster 1, so that was great to see. This Manta one was pretty intense and fun as well. There's a lot of really good ones to pick from. What were your favorite coasters and why? Let me know down below. But they were all quite an experience. It was good to see the return of Spooky, Western, Pirate, a lot of nostalgia there. The way fantasy has been presented in Planet Coaster 1 isn't really my favorite. It's just a lot of castle-y pieces, and I've kind of grown tired of the, thatch roofs and, festival, carnival stuff that we see constantly done, the jesters and knights. So I hope we get a new and improved, reinvigorated fantasy pack in Planet Coaster 2. In fact, I don't even care to see this stuff return. That's just my opinion. What do you guys think? This was just insane. And I have to say, Mr. Iben, let's go take a look at his workshop real quick here. Here we go. This is it. No wonder they're sitting at Builder, right? Well, like what is this? It's just funny to me that this is like, did we feature this at some point? This is nowhere near on the level and quality that we just looked at now. So they built the Iben world, which we're seeing now, back in the December of 2023. Year and a bit. And since then, they built this stuff, which also really isn't at the quality of what we've seen from their park. It's kind of crazy to me because you were obviously a builder at this game. You hadn't submitted that much. What you have here shows, builder quality. And then boom, what we experience here today, in my opinion, is stuff we see from Pioneers, Legends. Personally, this is something I expect from a Pioneer. And in some ways, Iben almost deserves the Pioneer rank off that alone. Now, some of you might think that's crazy, but I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. But the problem is, Iben hasn't actually played in like a year, and we haven't seen them for Planet Coaster 2. So if you were to give them a rank, what would it be and why? And Iben, please do come back and play Planet Coaster 2. If you're building at a quality like this, we definitely want to see what you can do in Planco 2. And it's been an honor to feature your absolutely incredible park here, because this is a stunner. This is a showstopper, and yet we haven't really featured anything from this creator over the 8 years of Planet Coaster. It's almost like your 8 years of Planet Coaster went all into this one experience, and it shows. It absolutely shows. This is just wild, end to end, just incredible. All right, I'm all talked out. That was a phenomenal episode, a great Throwback Thursday. Do you guys like these Throwback Thursday segments? Do you want me to keep doing them on a weekly basis, bringing back Planet Coaster once a week? Let me know down in the comments below. And with that, I will leave you guys with a train ride. Well, I'll join you for the train ride, but that's how we'll end it all off. I guess we'll get on here in the pirate area. I think this will be actually quite a good experience, so let's check it out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw it into test mode and reduce the trains to 1. That way... Okay, looks like we're starting in fantasy and ending, or no, this is the front of the park. We'll end at the front of the park, and there should be no stopping. All right, my Planet Coaster friends, wonderful creation here today. What an awesome experience. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now. Bye now.